I just got back, and this baby just finished his wet food. The other one, I had to coax him, but once he started eating, he's eating, and he's eating there. She just eats more slowly. So I picked up takeout Indian food, came back. The car is attracting a lot of attention. I was getting into the car with the takeout, and this lady goes, "You waiting for me?" And I go, "No, I'm not waiting for you." She goes, "Are you certain?" I go, "I'm positive. I'm just going home to take out Indian food, vegetarian food." So that's Manchurian vegetable balls and paneer masala and fried rice. And I think there's something in here. I'm not sure what that is. Like right or something. It's not naan though. I don't think you get naan with this. So anyway, kids have eaten, I'm about to eat, watch some Netflix, work on journal entry, go to bed. Bye for now. Hello everybody, we've got Agita running around there. And we've got both the babies here. One baby there and one baby there. I'm not sure if I even taped yesterday. I may have. I think I may have when I went out for sushi and then to PetSmart and, Pet Value and stuff like that. And then just came back to the kids. And, there was some pull earlier in the day. There was pull earlier in the day, but in the evening it was a bit better. Going out for sushi and time with the kids and, and I've kind of put the house hunting on hold until I actually get, the money from my house. So a couple more weeks. So I'm just kind of, I'm checking ads, but, so in the meanwhile, the usual pushes. The kids obviously eating out, car stuff, and, I'm planning on going to the art gallery today, so the usual things. It's a nice day. So lunch, stuff like that. And just day by day. There was pulls, because of the delay, and because as I keep saying, the last time was so deep, So, but it's okay. Going, all is well, and had a very good night with the kids. Baby's in the bed, Agita nearby, and then Agita came in the bed in the morning. So got up, fed the kids, and it is a nice day. So I think I need to go to town. Just the walking around and going to the art gallery and having lunch. The usual stuff. I gotta, not the big pushes like, looking for a house, but just the littler pushes, the walking around, the art gallery, stuff like that. It's okay. We'll do this. Bye for now. Everybody on the bus to town. I'm having lunch at a Chinese restaurant, which has been here for many years. Supposedly it was one of the earliest Hakka Chinese Szechuan places in Toronto. I used to go to another one on Dundas across the road, which closed down a few years ago. The family has opened one up in Vaughan, which I go to occasionally. It's not the same. But I read about this, actually an article online. Something about the family who's been running it all the years. So I said, okay, I'll try it. And it's just side street, right off of Dundas, in the Moments in Modernism exhibit. And a lot of these I recognize from their permanent collection. This sort of put them together here with some other pieces that I haven't seen before. I think probably from their own collections, but not on display usually. So, but some good stuff. So I'm going to have a look around and then go for a walk and head back to the bus. Bye for now. Oh, want to buy some chopsticks and stuff in Chinatown. Bye for now. Okay, I ended up talking to a couple of guys in the elevator that have the, definitely look like artists. At least they have the look and the style and the personality. And while I've been sitting upstairs, they've been discussing Motherwell, which was okay. It's an abstract that orange and a square on it, and I've seen it before, and it's okay. I knew it's sort of a wannabe modern artist a few years ago. Not really, anyway, long story. I think I talked about him before. But he thought that was the only good painting in the entire, only good. I came in with came with him to this place once, and he said that was the only work of art worth anything in the entire art gallery, in the entire art gallery of Ontario. I mean, to me that's just pretentious. Poser. But I'm very happy with my shopping. It's the exact same bag that I had before. I lost it. I know it's somewhere. It's probably in one of the cars somewhere, but I haven't seen it yet. So rather than search everywhere for it, I just got another one from the same store, exactly the same, $2.99, and you can fold it up and put it into a tiny little pouch. And I got some chopsticks, and which I was looking for, some nice chopsticks, and a chain purse. So useful shopping. Bye for now. As far as I can tell, these people are lining up to go into that store. It's a clothing store. There's a lineup for it. Only in Toronto. I'm just walking along here, and I took the street only because I went to get the chopsticks and this. Otherwise, I walked through down University. And then I'm walking down Spadina, and I was going to go down to front. But then I'm like going, oh, why not just try, just on a whim, like whatever street this is. I don't even know, it's Adelaide or something. So I'm like going, okay, this one will also take me to the same thing, and I'll turn there and I'll do this. And I'm walking along, and I run into my cousin's son. He's also a lawyer, but he's not working at the. He's just running errands downtown. So just total synchronicity. Just gonna run into him, talk to him, caught up with him a bit, and I don't hold much back from those relatives talking about the pushes and the pulls and stuff. So it was a good little synchronicity, sort of human family member. Bye for now. They're dog people, but still human family members. Bye for now. Ice cream from the truck on my way back because I came down to front and the bus stop's over there. So I've still got like 15 minutes. Grab an ice cream. It's a bit delayed, but that's not surprising because of all the traffic. Because of all these people going to watch the people, the overpaid humans hitting ball with a stick thing. It just doesn't make sense. As I said, I just don't process it. I don't get it. I mean, other things that humans do. I mean, I don't know, whatever. Even things that I don't necessarily agree with, like bungee jumping or something. But that's like, okay, you're an adrenaline junkie. That's how you get your high. You want to go jump off something attached to a rubber band. Fine, do it. But spending all that money and wasting hours that you'll never get back, watching some people hit a ball with a stick, or not hit it, or whatever, and kind of run around something and walk around something, and just what a colossal waste of time. I can't process it. It makes no sense to me. And then they tie up the traffic. They just tie up the traffic, and then you got all those people and sitting on that thing, and the tourist bus, and I don't know, even if I was a tourist, I don't think I'd want to actually sit on that. It's a little embarrassing. If I did, I'd sit inside, downstairs. And those people, everybody just saw film on. It's kind of funny, actually. And apparently it was this 94-year-old actor's first lead role. It was actually quite funny. Anyway, rechanneling. The night was good, the evening was good, the night was good, morning, pulls were very strong. Actually, pulls were strong tonight too, but I battled them and I made it, and then they ramped up even more in the morning. I guess it's just, this is 6 weeks, past 6 weeks, approaching 7. And then the whole, the delay in the not much I can do, just waiting, can't even really see houses now, and I'm kind of all geared up for that, and just it's okay though, I made it. Everybody, I got home, I picked up some takeout Chinese food on the way back, I got home, felt very strong pains, and abdominal pains, and the only thing I ate last night, a TV dinner, beans and something, it's frozen that I eat it, and then I had a pizza, those, they bake them in 5 minutes at the Cineplex, and I added lots of peppers, but I always do, and those are the peppers, the jalapenos, and the assorted peppers that they keep, I think, to put on hot dogs. I put a lot of them. I always do, but they're not particularly hot, but they're really, really severe pains, And I rarely do this, so I looked up, walk-in clinics, and I came to the one here. There's one in the Shoppers Drug Mart, supposed to close at 8, but it was already closed, 7:15. So I talked to the pharmacist, And I said, somebody at the building, when I was leaving, said, try Imodium. But she goes, not rather than Imodium, try Pepto-Bismol. So it settles your stomach. And she was like going, you eat those pizza things at the Cineplex? And I go, yeah. And they were giving me food poisoning or whatever the fuck this thing is. But it was very, very painful. I have no idea what it was, So let's hope it helps. I've still got it. Moving around helped a little bit when I went in there. And then came back. But as soon as I sat in the car, it's really ramped up again. It's not good, So I just had some Pepto-Bismol here in the car. I just opened the lid and drank it out of the thing. It's all pink now, So gotta go home and wash that lid thing. Oh, I hope it helps. This is awful. Bye for now. The one good thing is it's completely distracted from the pulls. The pulls have been very strong, so it's completely distracted from that. But this is not the method I would have preferred. Fuck. Anyway, bye for now. Hello everybody, here I am at a breakfast place, one of the ones that is open later on weekends until 5, because it's already 3. And I do come here from time to time, particularly when I miss the 3 o'clock closing of the other places. So, the first real meal that I've had in a couple of days, because of the upset stomach and all of that stuff, and the battling, the pulls, I'm having a scrambled egg. Now, I did put a little bit, just a tiny little bit of hot sauce, thanx or whatever it is they have in there, just to make it a bit more edible. But for me, this is very much, and a bit of pepper and salt. And it comes with salad and home fries. It's very good. The food here is really good, good helpings. I'll probably have some left over for later. So, yeah, yesterday I did not feel well at all. And, my friend was saying that, like digestion stuff and stomach stuff and even, even gas, it can be very painful, which I hadn't realized, She was saying, people go to like emergency for stuff like that. And they're also suggesting possible appendix stuff. But I said I'll wait and see. If the pain is still there today, then I would go to a walk-in clinic. But if it was completely gone, it was like just yesterday's stuff with the struggling, not eating, having only a TV dinner the night before, or beans and rice prepackaged, and then having the pizza at so-called pizza at the Cineplex with lots and lots of those peppers. Would just sit outside and people just help themselves to it. And I don't know how long those peppers sit there. They're not refrigerated or anything. All the peppers, I guess. So that shit going on. It's kind of, the pulls are much lower. Yesterday, first it was all the, the stomach cramp, kind of the opposite direction. And then I took all the Pepto-Bismol. And then today, after I ate, we got another kind of distraction. But I got home and I showered and I washed my clothes and just relaxing with the kids, just enjoying, appreciating sobriety. So what are we approaching? 7 weeks? Yeah, 7. The last week was tough. Days in it were very tough, because of the whole 7-week thing and the delay in the house and the houses I like getting sold, all of that. But the last couple of days. But then there were distractions, not exactly what I would have chosen. But yesterday there was pain, stomach pain, and then today there was toilet-y stuff. So again, I don't want to go into more details. But it was kind of anyway, it's okay. And look at that. Look at that. I want a foot petting, sweetheart. See, you don't attack my feet like your sister does. My friend commented on that. Yeah, you get up and get kind of startled, And the other one's there. My friend commented on how in the last podcast I was, foot petting Agita and she's kind of attacking my feet. Yes. But that's her play. That's her, So anyway, that's what's happening. I'm just going to relax with the kids. Just going to enjoy, appreciate, sober time with the kids. And slightly reduced, and somewhat, not more than slightly, fairly strongly reduced pulls, thanks to all of the distractions the last couple of days. And I'm just going to, work on journal entries, feed the kids, and read and watch TV and stuff like that. Bye for now. Good morning, everybody. It's 11:11, and we've got Agita there, and we've got one of the babies there. And we've got the other baby there. Now, I felt better yesterday after coming back with some stomach and stuff, and I had some very bland food. I stayed in with the kids, I exchanged emails, texts with friends, and had a very good night with the kids. Get up. Yesterday, last couple of days, pulls were lower because of the whole stomach thing and feeling sick. Guess what? Pulls are back. Didn't get much of a respite. I was hoping for a little bit more of a break from having to battle the pulls. Oh well, it's okay. I'll do it, So, I'm just, there is the pride stuff going on to the parade, but I don't know if it's going to party atmosphere, and I don't think that's a good idea. I usually do just go for a few minutes and have some sushi or something and just absorb some of the energy, but I don't think that's a great idea this year, So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll just walk around here and get brunch or something. Or I don't know. I could always go have some sushi. Taking some of the energy and festivities, but just... Hello everybody, I just parked the 430 down there. The pulls were very strong again this morning. So as soon as I started feeling better, the stomach thing and all of that, as soon as I had a little bit of a reprieve, as long as that, the illness lasted, but as soon as the stomach thing was, was over, pulls came back quite strong. So I just stayed in with the kids. I had a good night, good morning, stayed in with the kids. And then I'm like going, the pulls are there anyway. I might as well come out and check out some of Pride because, there's people partying. I'm not going to party, but there's people partying and there's people slithering. I'm not going to slither. But, I'm pretty sure he won't party or slither. But, but still, I don't think that being around people partying and slithering is going to really, trigger too much because it's already pretty much maximum. So I just, people are celebrating, so, there's the partiers, so might as well just be around the energy a bit and have some sushi. That's going to be my celebration of Pride. Have some sushi. Bye for now. Here I am. This is the street. It's closed down. The main parade is on the next street over, on Young Street. And there are booths and things here, and people partying. Not my kind of party, or maybe some are, who knows. But a lot of people here. Just that way is where I used to work. I tried not to look in that direction. It makes me nauseous. But, it's okay. I'm just here, absorb some energy, and then just have something to eat, and then back, and then edit and post. I don't mind the crowds of people as long as I don't have to interact with them, But anyway, bye for now. This is a new thing. Sushi burrito. I've never heard of a sushi burrito, but I think I'm going to give it a bit of a pass. Bye for now. I'm going to find some sushi or something else. Bye for now. Here at the sushi place, the one I used to go to was across the road, but it's closed down. So I came to this one. It's a little bit more expensive, but they seated me a very nice booth. Right by the, like a big booth, because I would have thought it would be busier, but I got a very nice view here, so I got all the people coming and going to the parade there, all the partiers, and so some interesting costumes and stuff like that. I'm gonna have my pizza, my sushi. Okay, bye for now. I got a little bit of the hot, just a little bit. It's not, the Japanese one isn't very hot, and there isn't much. It's a very regular bento box with salmon and California roll and tempura vegetables and tempura shrimp, and I can sit here just watching people passing by. Bye for now. Hey, I got an ice cream. I paid the meal was a little steep. It was like a $45 just for a bento box and a cola and tax and tip. But it was good. It was good food, and I had a view from the window. Everybody, it's 11:11, and there's one of the babies is running around there, and there's one of the babies there, and Agita is meowing there, and there were just fireworks going on. It's Canada Day tomorrow, not tonight, but somebody was just, but it was just like a private person. It was quite a display, but I think it's ended for now. So, the news is, I had my sushi, I just walked around there a little bit, walked back to the car, which was kind of a long walk. Everything was fine. I got home. Pulls were like maximum again. Now, I don't think it was because they went to to the Pride party, and people, people were partying. That's what people do at Pride. Possibly even on the stuff that I like, but of course, I had no way of getting it, and it was. Oh, see, you can see. I don't know if you can see that. There is some fireworks going on there. So I think it was just more it's time. It's time. It's the long weekend. It's the delay in the house. That whole thing was that, I wasn't looking for it, but it was like a big, rechanneling. And now it's kind of on hold, So I'm still looking at house ads and stuff, but the kind of the stress of waiting a little bit, and and all the houses I like being sold, all of that stuff, and just it's just another week, so I can make it, but it's just very, very strong pulse, and the stomach flu thing, whatever it was, that helped for a day, 2 days. But as soon as I recovered, good news and bad news. Good news is I recovered in a day or two. Bad news is as soon as I recovered, the polls are like back to maximum. So fuck me. Can't win. But it's okay. I made it back and I battled. And I'm fine. I'm still clear. It was very, very, very close. Very strong polls, but I made it. And I was also thinking of editing, posting tonight. But then when I got back, the polls were so strong, and I'd rather, post on Canada Day anyway. Or, it'll be my sort of Canada Day podcast. And I think last week I did post on the Monday rather than the Sunday. So I will edit and post tomorrow, and I'm still clear, and I will stay clear. It's going to be very, very hard. And I had that thought as I was walking back to the car. It's going to be actually harder than I expect, but I'm expecting it to be harder than I expect, so I'm expecting it, and I'm going to do it. Oh fuck! It's okay. It's okay. It's just it's part of the process. Yeah, sweethearts. I mean, my biggest pushes of all, and just so close to being able to find a house where, out there in the small town, where kids have a bit more space and have windows to look at birds. And I'm not going to fuck it up now. I come very close. The polls they're inhuman. They're this possession thing. That's why I started this whole thing with the metaphor. More of a possession metaphor than a medical metaphor, because to me it is a possession, and it is how it shifted. My metaphors, we went from inner werewolf to inner dragon to anima possession, masculine, feminine. And I was watching some stuff last night on YouTube about alchemy. Jungians are big into alchemy and the stages and all of that. And my analyst used to bring it. It's now the next day, and we've got Agita very nicely settled there, and we've got both the babies nicely settled here. The baby's there. And then the other baby there. And last night, after I got back, I think I taped saying that the polls were very, very strong. 11 out of 10. And I'm giving up on the whys these days. But, my best guess. 7 weeks. And then there was a huge thing with the house and the offer and the rechanneling, looking for another house. And as I've said before, I have advantages over other strugglers, addicts, recovering addicts, in that I do have options. And it just came out of, I didn't even expect it. I got an offer on my house, which I haven't been able to use for years out there. And, the option of buying a place in the town out there where the kids and I can move, kind of away from here, and, more space for the kids and kind of a more friendlier kind of environment, with backyard and people. And, even if I'm not friends with people, there are people around. Whereas here, there's people, but they're like down there. They're very small from up here. So it's a lot more isolating, as fancy and as amazing as this place is. And I'm not complaining. To have the access of this place is just incredible. But there's always, pluses and minuses to everything. So that is a plus, that I do have the resources, and, an option came available. So I've acted on it, or I'm acting on it. But then the flip side of having the resources is that, the whole addiction and this slithering, binging in the first place. I mean, not unlimited funds, but I did have RSPs and things to access, So once I start a binge, and it's very hard to stop, and I keep going and going and going, and then it gets very, really dangerous, and then I get completely transformed, and it's pretty awful. So there's kind of a positive and a negative to having the resources. It's just a double-edged sword, But now I'm hoping that the resources are getting me out of. However, there's this sort of predicament, However, there was a delay, and all the houses that I saw that I liked out there, all 4 or 5 of them, they all got sold. But it's okay. I'm just, after my house closes and I have the money, there will be something. It's just a few more days, just 10, 12 more days. That's all. But in the meanwhile, the waiting was just, it was really hard. So I ended up, and I got sick. That provided a respite for a couple of days, but as soon as I got better, pulls were back maximum. So last night was very, very strong pulls, but I ended up, I battled, went to bed, and the kids brought their A game, as my out-of-province friend says. The babies came and cuddled and purred and climbed all over me, which they haven't done since they were kittens. And Agita was being somewhat nice to her brothers, well, till this morning, I mean. And then Agita did climb on my lap and purr a bit today, So they're bringing their A game, and it helped, So today there was still a bit of pull. There were still pulls, but I made it. I am making it, and I exchanged texts with friends, spent time with the kids. Beautiful day, so I'm planning on going for a drive in the Corvette with the hood down, And again, there are advantages to having toys, But when the pulls come, nothing matters. Nothing matters except, the addictive process, behavior, substance, whatever it is. In my case, it's like a combination. So nothing else really matters when you get to that point, except that I do try to avoid them, the kids, and also to come back safely, if at all possible, to cut them short after a day or 2 days, and to get back to the kids while I still can. So that's what kind of keeps bringing me back. But so that's what's been happening, and I'll go for a drive, and I think the bookstores are open, so I might go to Chapters, have some lunch, come back, and then edit and post. So that's what's happening. 7 weeks. And the main thing I wanted to say was Happy Canada Day. Yeah. So from the kids, so from both of the babies, and Agita, and myself, Happy Canada Day to all of you, humans and cats. Well, cats first and then humans. Happy Canada Day, everybody. And then I'm going to come back and just, edit and post, and you can see the fireworks from here, private fireworks. Bye for now. Just a couple of minutes later, and I'm putting on my socks and my jacket and stuff. So both the babies are there, and Agita is still nicely settled here. But I just had a thought before I forget about what I was just ranting about. And I record these more for myself than anyone else. But one of the thoughts I had was that I did mention the resources, but they're finite. And I think I've pretty much used up my disposable, what I had set aside. So now it's going to be a lot more limited, and that's why this whole opportunity came up at just the right time of settling in the country with lower, with a fixed income, with a pension. I'm going to start getting a pension this year. And so I don't have to draw on the RSPs at this point. That is for the rest of my retirement. So this is a good time to try at least to live on less money out there, less temptations. It may or may not work. I mean, it's a very, very powerful thing that I'm dealing with, but it's worth a try. And that's also what I was saying, and this will be good for the kids as well. And that's what I was saying before also, is that I do have the options, and I'm very grateful for that. I do have the options of being able to move to a small town, and see if it works. And I really, really, really hope it works, But and I'm putting everything I have into this. I mean, just making it the 7 weeks has been excruciating. But moving out there, and once I can actually start looking at houses seriously, and I get the money for my current house, and I can start actually making an offer on a house, and then start moving the stuff, and then move out there with the kids, that's going to be the hugest. It's going to be, like I said, I mean, I'm making a big move, but it was the universe that allowed me to make the big move, the offer on the house without even listing it. That was huge. So I am making a big move. Let's see if it works. Anyway, enough of that. I'm going to get lunch, drive in the car, lunch, and then back to the kids and edit and post. Now I don't think I need to even add synopsis, just a couple of minutes and then edit and post. Bye for now. Hello, everybody. I'm here in scenic Mississauga, Ontario. And I'm having a shrimp biryani and a veg thali. And the veg thali would have actually just been enough. It's with okra do piazza. That means okra with onions and tomato and curry stuff, It's quite good. And chana. And chickpeas. And this is a shrimp biryani. Whatever's left, probably most of this, I will have it packed for dinner and maybe lunch tomorrow. So in this plaza just over there, there's a very interesting ice cream place which I've shown before. They do the stone cold thing and they chop it up. So I'm going to show that. So this one is mine. I've shown this process before. He pours in the creamy shit, and then he chops it all up. And that metal thing is very, very cool apparently. And then he rolls it and serves it in those container things. Very good. Bye for now. Everybody, it's a few hours later, and we've got Agita nicely settled there. We've got one baby nicely settled there, and we've got the other baby nicely settled here. And I've just been decompressing and exchanging texts and emails with friends. And now I'm going to edit and post. I don't know if there's too much more I want to add. Just a synopsis. There were polls earlier in the week, and I got distractions with the car and stuff like that, and eating out, the usual stuff, kids, the usual pushes. And then the polls started ramping up, The time, approaching 7 weeks. The delay in the whole house thing, that's huge rechanneling, but it's kind of frustrating. I got geared up for it, and then I couldn't act on it, and they're just waiting. So that got, and I couldn't, every house I saw that I liked got sold. So that, I think ramped up the polls. Again, who knows? You can't say. It's all these things together. But then I got a little bit of relief, a little bit of respite with getting sick, which wasn't fun. It's not a distraction I advise, dealing with cravings bowls, but it worked for 1 or 2 days. And as soon as I felt better, the cravings came back full force, like yesterday, So then I went to the Pride festivities. That didn't increase or decrease. It was just, it was just there. The pulls were already maximum. And I had my sushi and I came back, and then very strong pulls last night. Very, very strong. But I fought it. And then, the kids, and I had a very good night with the kids. And today, better. I exchanged emails, texts. I went out. I looked at house ads. And then I went out, out there, and so better rechanneling. And then I went out for a drive and lunch and all of that stuff, ice cream, and back to the kids. So it's now day by day, better today though, much better. So let's just go. Let's just hope it continues. And then tomorrow I've got to go to see the dentist again, the follow-up. And after that, it's 1 day at a time. I don't know if I'm going to need to make a trip this week. I may need to the house to do some stuff there, papers and things, and I don't know. And it's just a few more days, another 10 days or so. Paws crossed, as my friends and myself are saying, that sale goes through, and then I can really start rechanneling. And, as I said in earlier footage, when I was rambling about all of this, that's a big move, literally and metaphorically. And if that doesn't work, I mean, but let's not be negative. Let's be positive about this, And I did beat it last night. It was very, very, very strong. It was like, the strongest pulls I've ever had in my life, So anyway, that's what's happening. And I don't think I need to add more for now. So wish me luck. And we've got one of the babies there. And we've got the other babies there. Okay? And we've got Agita there. And happy Canada Day from all of us. Happy Canada Day from Agita. Happy Canada Day from this baby. I think it's Finn. And happy Canada Day from this baby. I think it's Lcee. Yeah, I think it's Lcee. That's Lcee style, So, from the four of us, 3 real cats, 1 semi-cat, from the 4 of us, from my 3 kids and myself, the nuttiest, greatest, most fucked up professor, and I will be watching fireworks from here, the private fireworks tonight. So, from the 4 of us, from my 3 kids and myself, the nuttiest, craziest, most fucked up professor to ever walk the face of the earth. Bye for now. See you next podcast. Happy Canada Day, everyone.